All right, y'all, we back. It's the Wiretap, episode 51. We took a long enough break. Yes, the number after 50. And, you know.
Numbers coming at the 50, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Numbers coming at the 50.
We took a little break. We got some things in order. We got a lot of things coming. Pause. I got an actual question before we start. I got a good question for you. I actually got two good questions.
Before we start.
First question. Who said wings and celery go together?
I mean, whoever did, thank you.
You think
I fuck with it? I fuck with it. When I'm eating the wing,
I never eat the celery.
I ain't gonna say never. I eat the carrots more than the celery. So
Wait, you get carrots? I only had celery.
Sometimes some places give you both, nigga. Go to Wingstop. You get both of them shit.
Oh, wow. That's like a delicacy?
What? Nigga, you can actually go there and just get carrots if you want to.
It's like an order of carrots?
Yeah.
Like, let me get a couple of carrots.
Because it's about the ranch. Have you ever had Wingstop's ranch?
Nah.
Top 10.
That's why you...
I've actually never had Wingstop.
What?
I've had one.
Who are you?
What time they close? I might get some today.
12.
Oh, they on hood nigga time.
Hood nigga, because they sell chicken, nigga.
Hold on, the one on Patterson Avenue closed at 12?
On where?
On Patterson Avenue?
Fuck if I know. I put it on Ricestown Road.
Oh, okay.
It is one on Ricestown Road.
Ricestown on the
Yeah.
And I'm plugging them.
It
Shout out
is.
to them.
Damn, I've never been to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Yes, you. You don't know what she identifies as?
Not that.
You gotta be cautious.
That's crazy. I know I changed up my hairstyles, but they.
It wasn't about you. It was about...
It's about them.
Nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me. That's
Not
it.
at all.
You were the very...
Yes, nothing to do with you. My second question.
Okay, I forgot it was two. I did. You won't lie to me.
Now listen, right? What I'm about to say is about to be outlandish and very crazy.
Why are you about to say it?
Because we talked about it in the barbershop.
Oh, okay.
And I looked right at Keon when I said it. I said, if a fiend came to you...
Why you build it up like that?
Hold on.
He said, I said. They looked at me.
Because I'm really curious as to what you about to say.
Let's go. A fiend walked up to me. Bow. What's the fiend name? Smitty?
Whatever his name is, Mr. Fiend. He says...
Smitty, but all right, Mr. Fiend.
Okay, Smitty. Smitty says... He says, Reese,
Yup.
how much crack can I get from my house?
For your house?
How much crack do you give him for his house? How much per square feet?
Where is this house?
All right, let's say the house is town. Oh, can I say that? Oh,
It is.
No.
I'm gonna believe it. 21215.
Yes.
Oh, 15? I don't want that house, nigga. He got 15.
No, on the opposite side though, across Northern Parkway.
Oh yeah. How you get it? So then,
Are you giving like
how much?
Are you giving him crack per square foot, or are you giving him?
How much weight I got?
You top dog.
So I'll give him 6 bricks.
My God.
That's $150,000.
Crack?
Jesus.
No.
No, he wants it in crack.
No, he must have been crack.
Oh, crack. Not cocaine.
If I top, I'm not gonna rock your coke. All right, my coke is pure. Like somebody else cooked that shit down and shit it up. You feel me? I didn't do that.
All right, so you get somebody to cook it.
Okay.
How much crack are you giving them?
How much he want, nigga?
First thing-
on that shit. I don't give a fuck whatever his price is. I can step
Just enough to last him for the year.
Oh, nigga, we can't have it all.
Do crack even go bad? Like old crack? Does it mold?
Why just become more potent?
Listen, nigga,
I don't know.
I'm that shit long enough for us to know, nigga. When that shit get cooked, it get bagged up. However you bag up is your preference. Once it gets sent to that feeding hand, that crack is gone.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what Keon said. He said I probably give him about 3 8-balls.
I said, damn.
Damn.
He gonna smoke that under the day.
Not to mention if you share it.
Yeah, exactly. Listen. 3 8-balls.
For a over house,
That's not even fair.
you're not gonna take that deal.
No.
You're not gonna get over.
Listen,
You would feel bad. You're selling crack into the community, but you would feel bad.
I never done crack.
No, I know. I said you selling crack to the community, but you would feel bad getting over on a crackhead.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't sit right in your soul.
Listen, when you a solid nigga, you gotta be solid with everybody.
That's facts. That's facts.
Swear business, even with the fiends fuck with me because I respect them as fiends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They people.
Yeah.
So, like, nah, I'm not out here. I ain't selling no bullshit ass product. I'm not stepping on my shit more than once, if at all. And they know they want to get good customer service. Nigga, when you treat the people, the rule in life is to take care of the people that
Take care of you. Yeah. That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So if I get this fiend 3 8 balls, when the other fiends find out, they not gonna fuck with me.
True.
Nah. Trying to get a nigga the bird. Like,
Word of mouth travels far.
Are you going? What are you doing with the house?
oh, making it a crack house, nigga.
It's another source of operations. Another source to cook. Another source to bag. All of that.
Hey, yo, with that, we will begin. We'll be right back after this intro.
Just bag getter, had to get it back cause I was poor shit. What you think? I was just gonna sit back and let him play my bag, huh? What you think? All those trials I faced would have held me back, huh? What you think?
All right, y'all, we back from the
good?
intro. I think we're gonna start this off with some controversy, some hot takes. Don't kill us in the comments. What happened to that white noise? It definitely went away. That was cool.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Whatever. Hey, stay. However you sit and stay that way.
Something.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Say something again.
Something.
I don't hear.
Oh,
Y'all can't hear me?
is that
No.
what happened?
Y'all cannot hear me.
Now we can hear you. Yeah, you was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you good.
Here you go. My fault. Hey, we back. Let's.
All right, bring it back. One, two, three. All right, y'all, we back. We gonna start this off with some controversy. We was talking on camera about it, and so we're not really gonna speak to it because you don't really be on social media like that. But I think I just want to speak to the context of like the mentality. So for those who not familiar with the pod, we are Baltimoreans here, and we support our own. Shout out to Reggie. So recently, 2 streamers got into some conflicts. We don't even get too deep into the conflict because it's not that big of a deal. But Reggie stood silent in something that he felt he should have stood silent on.
That's what we do.
Right.
Baltimore niggas, we stand solid on whatever we think, right or wrong.
That's right. So even if we wrong,
That's my point. Even if we wrong, we some standing on shit niggas. All right, like we standing the fuck on shit.
So in support of Reggie, a lot of Baltimoreans came out, and then somehow it turned into DDG versus the entire city of Baltimore.
Listen, Baltimore versus everybody.
Yeah, that's the statement. That's actually a shirt.
I know where I got it from.
Yeah.
So I was, I like arguing online. That's me.
You love that shit.
Yeah, that shit is fun to me.
I wanted to talk to you about that shit. You gonna have to get the Tony at the Wiretap page for yourself.
For my own self.
This nigga be saying shit. I don't think that.
Testing.
You hear the Wiretap, nigga? That's us.
Yeah.
As a group.
As a brand. Yes.
Not speaking for me. All right, now I'm fucking. But that's my nigga though. I'll punch you in the mouth about.
Hey yo. So I thought my mic went out, but anyway, I ran into a comment online and they was like, "Yo, you Baltimore niggas think y'all tough? Like it's hoods everywhere."
I sure do think I'm tough.
Yeah,
Toughest
yeah.
nigga alive, nigga.
But
what?
I was trying to explain.
Beat me up. Fuck you.
I found myself trying to explain, like, yo, you don't understand, like, the senselessness here. Like, there's not just we got steppers, everybody got steppers. But we got steppers that do shit just to do shit. Like,
And don't have
Don't
a care
give a fuck.
about it.
Don't care at all.
So I'm glad you brought that back up because I forgot what I was saying to you earlier, right? My point is just that, yes, I've lived in a lot of different places. I moved around a lot as a kid.
Right.
One of those places is Baltimore is wild, and Baltimore niggas don't give a fuck. I've seen a lot of shit happen. Shit's happened to me here that would only happen to me here.
Yeah.
But the craziest shit I've ever seen, Baltimore by far has the amount of crazy on lock.
Okay.
But the level of crazy, Memphis, Tennessee, hands down.
Okay.
I've seen the nigga get chopped up with a chainsaw in broad daylight on the steps of a police precinct over a basketball game.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's some booty shit.
Nigga, Mount Moriah, yes I am.
That's some movie
What?
shit.
Niggas got the beefing over a basketball game. My nigga said, I'm going to the trunk. Niggas thought he was going to get a gun. That's what niggas go to the trunk to get.
Yeah.
Nigga bought out a chainsaw, gas powered, and it shit had gas in it.
Insane.
As it should.
Ran. So for y'all who don't know, East Memphis, Mount Moriah, has a sports complex. The sports complex, we call it the precinct because it's a basketball court that the lights stay on all night long. So niggas come outside and hoop all night. It be hot, so we come out like 8 o'clock. It's a police precinct. That's why we call it the precinct.
Right.
Because East Memphis Police Precinct shares the parking lot with this sports complex. The nigga ran from the court getting chased by a chainsaw to the police station, and they did not open the door.
Wow.
All right. They did not hit that buzzer. My nigga was at the door trying to get in. I was like, yeah, okay. This shit here,
Did he
nigga?
die?
Right here, this shit is by far the wildest shit I've ever seen in my... Nigga, yes. He died twice.
Jesus.
He cut this nigga up and then cut the nigga up some more on the steps of the police station and walked away.
Wow.
He did get locked up. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So no, Baltimore got steppers, and nigga, I'm stepping for Baltimore.
So-
but
I thought you were going to say St. Louis because they crazy as a motherfucker
no, they
too.
nuts
I
too.
mean, I think everywhere. I think everybody got
So that's
crazy.
it's
I
that.
just think here it's just senseless.
I hear you, and I'm not
it doesn't
disagreeing.
happen over
It's
stupid shit.
senseless.
That's-
It is senseless.
Well, I think it's senseless because of the ignorance.
Yeah,
Here.
Because like some of the
It's
shit.
ignorant niggas in a lot of places.
Yeah.
And that's what I be saying with people, because people take people for granted when you don't know that experience. So like, if I say to you, he's from Kentucky, you have a visual of what you think
You
Kentucky
dealing with,
look like.
yeah.
But I'm telling you, I've been to the hood in Lexington, and that shit looks like Lexington Terrace. All right, it's just some country shit.
Yeah.
But them niggas, the mentality, Lexington Terrace,
Yeah.
same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
I just think for me, I think again, like I don't live in these places, and I don't really know. And I'm not saying you wrong because you
I feel
got
you.
wrong experience. I'm just saying as far as like the dumb shit that
niggas do dumb shit here.
Yeah, like some of the shit, in the field that I work in, I was just telling the other day, right? And I ain't gonna go too deep into this story, but boy killed. He killed him over $200.
Unalive.
Unalive. I can say that on YouTube, but
Okay.
yeah, he killed him over $200.
When did that start? When was you not able to say that other word?
That's TikTok.
Okay.
That's normally TikTok.
Okay.
But
We're gonna bleep that out.
the way he for YouTube is fine.
Okay.
But the way he cried in that interrogation room,
Yeah.
you would have seriously thought he had nothing to do with. If they didn't have that shit on tape,
He would have got away with it.
oh my god, absolutely.
I mean, that's the thing though, like, even crazy niggas, like niggas that's crazy are crazy, period. So a crazy person can lie easily because like it takes a certain type of person to be able to do certain type of things. And them niggas is everywhere, unfortunately. And we do have, like I said, Baltimore, the amount of crazy shit I've seen clearly has been here. Like,
You know what's
clearly.
crazy? I asked my uncle could really write a book. Him and his friends could write a book. So I remember I was talking to one of my uncles. They won't talk. I was like, yo, y'all should come to the party. He was like, man, this time my uncle's Tony, you know I ain't fucking with no camera.
Yeah. Because that nigga been through some shit. All right.
I'm like, oh, but you got a story. I ain't trying to talk about
Nigga said,
that.
tell him for me, nigga.
I ain't putting that shit on record.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
You to play back.
Only about to open up an investigation on
So
this
listen,
nigga.
hold on. So listen. So I spoke to one of my uncles. You feel me? They ran together in the streets, and I'm like, yo, what made you this? Like, I said, the case that you caught. Like, what said I'm doing this? Like, I don't give a fuck.
Emotions, nigga.
What's happening? I'm about to do what I'm about to do.
Niggas be in their feelings about shit. Let a
No, it
nigga
wasn't
be
even
broke and
that.
hungry.
He said he was like, yo,
That nigga hustling.
he was like, for real, I ain't want to go back to jail. He was like,
Okay.
so pretty much what the story goes, they went to go do some things. The folks was behind him, tried to pull him over. He said, "Fuck that shit." Out the sunroof with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
okay, Unc was on some TV.
Yeah, I said, what made you do that?
I've seen a nigga do that though. So,
them niggas got stories, bro. Like, when they
I mean, that's the mentality niggas be at.
Yeah.
Like, niggas, and some niggas be stupid. Like, some niggas don't have no, like, it be a level of not giving a fuck that I wish I had. Because some niggas really will do anything at any time because they feel like it.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was with a nigga, I was in a situation, and I had two niggas who felt like doing some dumb shit, and it ended up right where it ended up. The first nigga caused the second nigga to act up. The first nigga is my homeboy's cousin from Atlanta. And we out at a bar out in the county. I ain't gonna say the name of the bar. And we was trying to leave. We was in 3 cars. And I know for a fact I was with 3 niggas who will do anything to a nigga, right? But we not on that time. All right, my homeboy get a flat tire, so now we change it. He's changing his tire. We all standing outside with him. We're not near our cars.
Okay.
All right, we're next to his car, and he ain't on no type of time. He a regular nigga. His cousin is up here visiting from Atlanta. His cousin is a wild ass country nigga, wild country little nigga. Yo standing in the middle of the parking lot. Every car that turns in, he looking at the car like, nigga, suck my dick.
Hey, yo.
I can't make this. I'm not making this story up. To every car, nigga, suck my dick, bitch ass, snip every car.
Hey, yo.
And we like, yo, nigga, Rel, get your cousin, bro. Like, what's up with you? He's like, and Rel, I love my brother to death. He the coolest nigga alive. When Rel walk in the room and get cold, all right, that nigga's the coolest nigga alive. Rel's like, man, that little nigga, he gonna have to figure it out for himself, yo. And it was like some shit you seen on TV. Because soon as Rel said that, he hit another, suck my dick, nigga, to the right wrong nigga. You hear me? To the right wrong nigga.
Right.
All right, this nigga parked his car. You know the Lexus two-door joints, the two-door Lexus coupes, 730s or whatever they are, the two-door coupes. Nigga had a sunroof. Your nigga steps out the car. This nigga is 7'15". All right. In my life. All right. Tallest nigga I've ever seen in my life. And he came out the car like this. What? Suck my what, nigga? Like that. My hand
Did he
came out like this. All right. I don't know if they was in my mind. No, fuck no. In my mind, he was John Wick, nigga. All right. In my mind, 7'15", John Wick just got out the car. All right. This was before John Wick came out. This happened a while ago. Yeah. But that's the nigga who I see. All right. I don't know what reality was, but that's what I saw. All right. Yo go like this and says, suck what, nigga? Looking at him. And he's like this to this nigga. Rel, my man Rel, steps in between him and his cousin. And he said, nigga, still both joints on cousin. Rel right here now. Rel is right here in between them and looked at him like, nigga, what the fuck you want? And then he looked to his left and said, yeah. You look over to, which was our right, his left was our right. You look to the right, it's a nigga out the passenger seat over top of the car like this.
Hey, yo.
And it's a nigga out the sunroof. It is a coupe, my nigga. It's not barely a back seat. Where the third nigga come from?
Oh, yeah.
Where number 3 come from?
Hey,
He come out the sunroof like this. And I'm lying. Nigga over the hood had a tech. He had one hand on the tech. The other nigga had 2 pistols. This nigga looked like he was holding like a 45 and a 380, like a big gun and a small gun. All right, so that's how I know he got some big shit and some small shit on him. All right, so I'm like, I look at my other man, and we both know, like, nigga, if we was at our car right now, this be a fair fight. But we not at our car.
Hey,
so I look at him, he look at me, I'm like, nope, don't even. Like, you move, everybody dies. Don't even. This nigga Rel said, hey, man, listen, I'm going to whip his ass when you walk away.
Oh, the niggas was with him.
Huh?
The niggas with the guns was
with that nigga.
Oh, I thought they was with Charles.
No, we were clearly outnumbered. It was 3 of them and 8 of us, and we were outnumbered. It was 3 of them in a 2-door coupe, and 8 of us in 3 cars with a lot of guns, and we were outnumbered. Because we weren't nowhere near shit. We got hands and feet, nigga. Them niggas got 86 bullets. Nigga did the math. What, nigga? I definitely did the math. All right.
It was 5 firearms. How much does each firearm
Johnny
hold?
got 3 apples. If one of them niggas is stupid, all right, that's the only math I needed to know. If one of them niggas wanted to be stupid, But my man Rel said, "Yo, I'm a whip his ass as soon as he walk away, yo." But that's my cousin, and if you shoot him, I don't want this to have to go any other place, bro. I'm sorry. And that's what he said to him. He said, "I'm apologizing for him. I'm sorry, bro. Just let him walk away from it." And he with the joint. Now little nigga, you lucky somebody loved you. My hand to God. This is what he did. While the whole boom boom, little nigga, you lucky with a gun. You lucky somebody loved you, little nigga. And then he put his shit away and turned around comfortably and walked away. Like, he didn't look over his shoulder. He didn't backstep. He turned around and comfortably walked to his car.
I'm gonna ask my uncles if this is a story they remember.
That might have been one of your uncles, nigga. This shit was about 15 years ago. That might have been one of your uncles, nigga.
I was about to say, yo,
that's the type of niggas your uncle sound like. And them niggas I respect, because they stand on shit regardless.
I'm gonna tell you something even funnier, bro. I hope I'm not. I'm gonna tell you something even funnier.
Nigga, I say names. I don't give a fuck.
I ain't gonna say no names.
No.
The one uncle, right? This back when the task force was out there a while.
Yeah, no, don't say uncle name.
Yeah. So he like, yo,
GCF niggas.
Yeah. But this is like years ago. This is like early 2000.
Yeah, nah, this at they peak.
Yeah, it's like early 2000. So he like they help somebody get on. They put you on. Yo get booked. They out there. You feel me? Everybody out there. They go get my one uncle like, yo, shorty getting booked. He run down there. They said Joe took like 5 bands. Man, let that nigga go. Threw it at the cop.
Wow.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy, because that's disrespectful.
My uncle was like, that's when I knew I couldn't fuck with him no more. Because he was doing too much.
Yo, you ever had, so that's a great segue. Have you ever had like a situation where you knew you couldn't fuck with somebody no more? And like you was like,
absolutely.
Like, no, but like in real time of some shit happening, like you was in the middle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You like, I can't fuck with this nigga no more.
We got 5 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna tell this story real fast. So look, right. This after I come out of a relationship, this like maybe 2019, 2020.
This nigga remember dates.
He does.
I don't remember.
His memory is insane.
No, I remember. I'm terrible with dates.
But
like,
listen.
I remember events.
So, bro.
2019, my fault. 2019.
Bro, like, yo, I got a mission.
Oh shit.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm down. You feel what I'm saying?
What kind of mission?
You know, two nice single.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
We get out there.
Okay.
Shorty ain't the best looking, but I'm like, I'm here.
Oh man.
You feel what I'm saying? We get to playing truth or dare.
What?
Right? Some things start happening. And I'm just looking at her and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Oh, nigga. Listen.
I said, I can't fuck with this no more, man. Like,
I feel that.
Like, I'm just like, I am not.
Hold on, what was the nigga doing that you said that about him? Because in my mind, you saw some wild shit happen with her.
Oh, no. So it's 2 females. So I got one, he got one. But I really wasn't attracted to
the other one. Okay, she was busted.
But they doing shit in front of, we playing truth or dare. So they doing shit.
Yeah.
And
I done took one for the team before.
And I'm looking at her. And I can't even like get myself there because I'm like, yo, she's ugly as fuck. I said, Joe,
I'm sorry.
I'm not this fucking lame, yo. I'm not this fucking
you just
lame.
supposed to keep her company at that point, yo. You got to turn into a wingman. That's when you got to just keep her occupied.
That's what happened. Like,
that's how you play that. If you don't like her, okay, cool. She wasn't attractive. You ain't like her.
But in that
moment, you can't fuck it up for your man, though.
Oh, nah. They was going regardless.
Okay.
But for me, it was just like in that moment, I was just like, I'm too cool for this shit, man.
No, but you could have fucked. You ain't fucking up for your man, though.
No. He still got his play.
Okay.
I mean, he got both of them.
Oh, that's even better.
I went downstairs. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go.
Oh, you missed out on a good time that night, nigga. That's what I hear.
I was good, bro. I was good.
Listen, I feel you.
But that was the time I realized, like, all right, I gotta start like separating myself from bro, because we doing too much lame shit, and I feel like I'm not that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with you. I hear you. I don't agree with you.
It's more the total context is that you will have you don't have shit to do. And we should be making money talking about business more anything else.
Oh yeah, no. I'm with that. I'm with
that part.
So
So that's the context.
I didn't get the context.
It was a build-up. It was multiple things.
Right, y'all was supposed to be on some other type of time, and he had you on the bullshit time.
Yeah,
I get that.
You still on this type of time
because he booked you to fuck with the ugly shit you was mad at him about. But no, I get that.
No, I wasn't even mad about that. He had already told me like, the most appeasing.
But like y'all wasting y'all time.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, we could be doing something else. But that is a good topic because I just seen a TikTok where somebody was saying that, and like, you know, we've been in communication lately, and I'm like, damn, bro, you still kind of stuck in the same spot, and I'm really not like fucking with that.
Yeah.
Like even sometimes going.
I remember you told me about that.
Yeah. Like sometimes going in that area, I get like, it's just like I don't want to be here because like I don't feel like being back in that. Like I'm so far gone from that mentality now.
Right.
Like even being in that space, it's like, But it's like I'm here because I fuck with you and I love you because we family. But at the same time, it's like, bro,
I feel that.
I've outgrown this space.
Yeah,
I feel that. It be like that sometimes though. Sometimes you outgrow space, you outgrow people, you outgrow things.
But look, we gonna come right back and we gonna continue this conversation.
Had to get it back cause I was Porsche. What you think? I was just gonna sit back and let him play my bag, huh? What you think? All those trials I faced would have held me back, huh?
Hey.
All right, y'all, we back from the break.
Back?
We're gonna continue the conversation.
That was a long ass break.
It was. I think we left off talking about having a realization with an individual who, you know, we come to a realization that we no longer. I'm not gonna say necessarily fuck with the individual, but it's like, all right, Joe, you doing some bullshit.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really depends on the impact of the bullshit. You feel me? Like that determines when you need to draw that line. Like when somebody is hindering something, like if somebody is actually like not allowing, like getting in the way of things moving at a certain space, then there might be time.
Yeah, fucking with the growth.
Yeah.
I also have a story where I had to stop fucking with somebody real time.
Okay, in real time. Yeah.
What's the story?
That's what it was. I had a story too. I didn't tell it. Tell yours first.
Yeah. So this young lady that I went to high school with, we were really close. She had a birthday party at Outback Steakhouse. Pulled up
Which one? Which Outback?
In Boston Street.
Yeah, I'm a visual person. I need to know where we at. All right, we at Boston Street. I know the exact Outback. I fuck with the Outback.
At Outback, she had a party. Little birthday party shindig.
Was y'all sitting on the left or the right? You come in the door.
We were sitting on the. When you come straight in, we were on the left.
On the left, yeah. I know where you at there. Okay, I got a good visual.
So
I know where you at.
We in a booth.
Shout out Outback.
She got about like 3 to 4 bitches with her.
Okay.
So I pull up and I'm like, you know, this her birthday. We all gonna go half on the bill because it's her birthday.
I hate that.
Bills is crazy.
Yeah.
My God.
She's not about to pay for her. That's just my rule when I'm out with a
Even if y'all don't split the whole bill, you don't let her pay for her shit. You
not
don't
paying
pay for nothing.
Don't pay for the bill.
Right.
So I get there. I mean, and they had to be there like maybe an hour prior to me getting there. I guess they had got their food. I really think they didn't really like the service. I sit down. I'm sitting down for like 15 minutes, chopping up a little bit. Next thing I know, niggas start leaving out the motherfucking restaurant.
Oh, they left you with the bill?
Oh.
No, I left out the restaurant too. What the fuck is going on? I'm never coming out with you bitches again. I don't do this type of ghetto ass shit. I stopped fucking with her right there in that moment. Cause bro, you know what type of people you hang out with. And if you knew that niggas was gonna run out on the bill, why the fuck would you invite me out?
That part. Did you know the birthday girl?
Yes.
Okay. You was there for her, not there with somebody
Correct,
else.
but she ran out with the bitches. So fuck you and they clicked the plane.
She ran out on the bill.
She ran out with them.
Oh my
She ran out with them.
Oh.
Just a sidebar,
crazy
right?
work.
I
That's
don't hang
crazy
out with
work.
people that do shit like that.
That's crazy work. The birthday girl ran out on the bill. Hold on, Tony.
Go ahead.
The birthday girl ran out on the bill.
The birthday girl ran out.
Yo, that's
and her
insane.
crew. Nigga, if we gotta put that shit on a credit card.
Yeah, fact.
I'm not fucking running out on no bill.
No
What the
credit.
fuck y'all got going on? I'm good.
See, I like using names, right? I need y'all to tell me these people's names because I don't never want to be in a room with these motherfuckers.
Listen, I feel
Insanity.
like real shit with women. I feel like you find out who really your friends are on girls' trips and birthday dinners.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm not a woman, so I'll defer to the experts.
No, like all the drama I've ever seen happen between women is usually
Always on birthdays and girls trips.
birthdays and girls trips.
You go on a girls trip with a group of girls, you're not coming back friends.
Friends at all.
Well, I think that applies to relationships too. I think it's just something about being out of your normal element with a person that will show you who they truly are.
So
I don't know why that is.
I agree with that, but I agree with it on a larger scale.
Okay.
I think that you don't know who people are until they're in certain moments.
Okay.
All right, like that's why I say I agree with that, but I look at it from the other side of that angle, right? Because somebody will be the person you think they are in a lot of different settings.
Yes.
Until they're in the wrong place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you see a motherfucker like how they gonna really be.
Yeah.
And that's when I judge. Like I judge. That's how I look at people, and I'm realizing that as I get older, because I care about the people around me. I don't judge you just based on your actions. I look at your intent.
Yes.
Because your intent comes through regardless of where you are.
Yes.
Right? You are who you are when you get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't know how to be in certain places. And if that shit is detrimental to my well-being,
Right.
I can't be in them places with you,
That
which means
part.
I can't be nowhere with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know what them places are for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I 100% agree with that because it's like certain circumstances is like, yo, it's almost like a motherfucker will sit there and tell you up and down about who they are and their character,
Yeah.
but certain moments will like show you glimpses of like who they not.
But I also, if I have a certain character and I carry myself a certain way, I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah.
I live that shit.
Yeah,
I don't have to tell you.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Nobody in this room that I'm authentic and I'm real.
Because your
Y'all
personality
feel me.
gonna say it.
I don't have
exactly.
to say it.
Like, yo, I ain't gonna
That's some
hold you,
shit
right?
that's unspoken.
my man Jay-Z said it best. My man said, you can try to change, but that's just the top layer. Player, you was who you was when you got here.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, that shit real. Like
Yeah. No, because like
you are who you are.
Yeah.
it's like
Be the right motherfucker or
the
get the fuck
crazy
from around me.
The crazy part to me, right? And I remember somebody pointed this out to me. Now, I had went and bought some. It was two things. I don't want to. I'm gonna speak on it.
You put you nigga, you over
Yeah,
here pumping?
yeah. So
You trying to hesitate
I
real quick on
remember
the...
me and this individual went to Philly, and I wanted to get some Cartiers.
Yeah, you fancy.
And
I was like, what's that? then I caught up. All right, I know what they are.
I go into the store.
Shades,
You
nigga.
feel me? I ain't get them because like this is around holiday season. It's around my birthday. It's a lot going on. Plus, it was a Phillies.
Hold on, wait a second.
Go ahead.
You said you went to the Cartier store, but you didn't get them because there was a lot of outside circumstances.
No,
Is that what you said? No, that's what you said.
Yeah. So pretty much.
Why the
what
fuck you go to the store then?
No,
Hold on. Circumstances was there before you went.
No.
I'm not. See, that's torturing yourself.
No,
I'm
listen,
not doing
listen
that
what I'm saying.
shit.
Listen what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
a window shopper, nigga. I don't go to stores. I can't buy the shit.
It wasn't about the money. The money
I like the
wasn't
window
the
shop a
problem.
little bit. Just a little
I
bit.
don't. I can't take it.
So this
Shit hurt my
I'm
feelings.
gonna tell you what happened. A Philly player came in. A football player came in.
Okay.
So all the attention went to him. So
Okay.
when I was trying to get the help, nobody was trying to help me.
Oh, that's fair.
Right. So I sat in the store for 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have left.
Yeah,
Fuck them glasses.
yeah. So
20 minutes. That's a long ass time, bitch.
Exactly.
You wasting my time. I'm not spending my money with you.
The funny part was, right?
I care about customer service.
Hold on, let me tell you the funny part, right? I go into the joint, right? The security guard there, you looking for the Cartier glasses? I'm like, damn, nigga, like.
You look like you gonna walk in the store looking for Cartier glasses, nigga, and he knew it.
Yeah.
You are who you are.
Yeah, I'm like, you stereotyping, nigga? Like, what
Yup.
the fuck?
And he was right.
Niggas don't know nothing about Cartier but the fucking glasses. That's all y'all want. Cartier got all this shit. We got bracelets.
No, what it is?
We got watches.
that's
You
the only
niggas just
thing-
want the frames.
That's the only thing niggas walking in and ask for. Like, niggas don't come in there asking for the blah blah blah. Niggas come in there like, yo, you got them Cartiers.
But listen,
Let me
right?
get them Cartier. Yup, them.
I come back out the store, bro say, yo, I was about to get some Cartiers from the Cartier store. I'm like, well, where the fuck else would I get them? Like, you get what I'm saying? So then,
That's all they selling niggas is Cartiers.
So then, right, I go get me some Pradas, right? But you feel me? The European size.
You ain't got Prada.
The European size is different from the American size.
Right.
Normally, you gotta get a size up.
The European everything is different, nigga. You
Right,
got to
but
niggas
I
talk.
didn't know that.
Okay.
So I tell bro, I'm like, yo, I fucked up. I think I got the wrong size. He was like, you know who don't buy designer shit? And I'm like, fuck that mean?
That mean you ain't used to these motherfucking metric systems, nigga.
Right. No, facts. But I remember
That mean, nigga.
listen, right?
Should be like, yeah, I don't, nigga, but I will, motherfucker.
listen, right?
Like, I would know from now on, nigga, because I'm here, bitch.
I tell my best friend about it. She like, yo, I think that nigga hating on you.
Oh, she gassing you up, nigga. You gotta stop hanging with women, because they will gas you up.
But listen, but for the fallout that we had, it's like, I think she was right.
She wasn't right.
No, the fallout was petty.
Oh, well, I don't know the fallout.
The fallout was I had a prior engagement that I bought tickets for. We were supposed to take a break, and the nigga cussed me out while taking a break.
Oh, I'm confused.
So pretty much
Who was taking the break?
from this,
Oh, okay.
we were supposed to pod that weekend. I'm like, bro, I got a prior engagement that I bought tickets for back in December.
Okay.
It's now March.
Oh, because you said you was fucking with the nigga who you used to part with.
Yes.
I got you. Now I'm caught up.
Yeah,
The dots
and then
just
we had a
connected.
falling out.
Okay.
You know. And don't get me wrong, I'ma always appreciate bro because he kept me on course.
Oh, wait. So he was the nigga who said about the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about the nigga that worked.
No.
Me
Yeah.
too. You didn't transition.
My
Nah, yeah, that was
he
a
was
crazy
the one that
trend.
talked
I thought it
about
was
the glasses.
Bye.
And then he talked about the shoes. And then
Okay.
that's when my best friend was like, yo, I think he might low key.
Oh, that's different. I thought you was talking. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
we
you
know
meant the
she was
nigga
talking
in
about
the
the nigga
store.
outside. Yeah,
The nigga at the store was because I was like, I don't know if he was hating. He might have just was saying.
Yo, how do y'all feel about that when you find out about a friend that hates?
Oh man.
I mean, I've had a low key experience, but it don't make me feel good because it's like I gas my friends up. So it's like when I don't hear my friends gassing me up, I'm like, all right, is you hating on the low? Like, or if I feel like my friend is trying to change the subject for something that I'm expressing to her, like, yeah, so I bought the baby some shoes the other day. Like, damn, bitch, I just told you that I had an accomplishment, and
Yeah.
you changing the subject.
Hey, listen, hold on, because you cut me off earlier.
Go ahead.
This is a great segue. Watch this segue. That takes me back to what my number 5 rule was, because he cut me off at 4. I didn't even get to say number 5.
What's number
That's
5?
number 5. Everybody wants to see you do good until you're doing better than them.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody want to see you up until you up. And then they realize how far the distance between your up and their up isn't. You see what I'm saying? And they like, wait a second. Who this nigga
I
think
can
he
agree
is?
with Reese.
Who this motherfucker think they is? Nigga, when they
So,
got their Cartiers
can I
and the
get back
Pradas?
real quick?
Go ahead. Well,
So-
I got a real story.
I got a
just
story
told her.
too. So I basically told my friends that I needed to break the focus on my career, right?
Yeah.
So
Don't focus no more like that. Not with the microphone right
I'm
there.
sorry, my bad. I apologize. So I wanted to focus on getting my shit done
Yeah.
because I was focusing on everybody else and their issues and what they had to do. So a month go by, everybody thinking I'm mad, and then I'm just like, why do everybody think that I'm mad? Because I just need a break and just focus on
Yeah.
me. So had a conversation with a friend. She's just like, yeah, because you just been so, standoffish and by yourself. I'm like, yo, I'm really just trying to get on my shit. Like, I'm 33, I'm trying to get a house and all of that. I said, I ain't gonna lie, I just need a break from being a friend. So she like, well, I don't tell you none of my issues or what's going on. That's not the
Why she gonna
point.
tell you what being a friend look like to you, nigga? I just don't want
Yeah.
to be around you motherfuckers for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
I said it's not you. I just said it's the general,
Yeah.
compass or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm just like, I just need a break from being a friend.
That's why they said that, because you said it's the general compass. And they was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck that mean, bitch? I don't want to be around nobody.
Like, no, I'm just speaking
Better
like
than me because she got compasses, nigga? Who the fuck is
Like,
this
I'm
bitch?
just speaking in general.
Yeah,
Like,
nah, I
I've been a
feel you.
friend for a very long time. I need to be a friend to me. So she just like, oh, well, so when are you going to stop, being so a loner and come outside? I said, whenever I feel like it.
Whatever
And
the-
right now,
yeah.
it ain't it.
Ooh, I hate
didn't
somebody telling
accomplish-
me what to do with my time,
Yeah,
man.
I didn't accomplish
Tell me
what
what
I
to do with me,
what
bro.
I wanted to.
I think that people are just selfish, and I think a lot of people are interested in what is going to make them feel better.
Better about
Yeah, no,
themselves.
so that's what I was going to say. I think being selfish, to your point,
Yeah.
a lot of people are selfish, but being selfish is an innate thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we're taught survival, comfort, pleasure.
Absolutely.
Right? That's what we're taught. And so we go after those three things all the time. All right. And it's hard to not be fucked up, and that's what integrity is, though. It's hard to always make sure that you're not doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really difficult to do. To always make sure that you're not doing the wrong thing, that don't mean you have to always do the right thing. It just don't mean don't be out here on no fuck shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not easy for some people to do. Some people, it's taught them, they bred in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out my nephew. That's my guy, bro, and not because that's my nephew, but because that's my nephew.
He spoke highly of
he absorbs everything around him, and the good and the bad, and he know when the bad is bad, and he still soak it up so he can learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've talked in situations where I listen to what he say, and I know he only got there because he allowed the fuck shit around him so he can know what the fuck shit is. You know what I'm saying? And then once he realized what it was and he put it where it's supposed to be, he learned how to treat it. He learned how to move around it and move through it. And then once he got what he could get from it, he got it from around it. And he pulled back into himself. And that's why he here with me. You know what I'm saying?
So listen,
because he can be around me anytime he wants. But everybody can't be around me.
I got a quick story. So today, right?
You gonna stop cutting me off too, Nick.
My fault.
You good.
But I just wanted to remember this because I'm a little lit. I go to the shop today, right?
Yeah.
Kendra holla out. She like, yo, somebody mad at you. I'm like, who? They felt like you was being a little too Hollywood.
Oh.
Right? I'm like, who? She was like, yeah, when you was.
Wow.
I'm like, nah. I spoke to everybody. I'm like,
just put that together.
I'm like, I spoke to yo. I'm going through the list. My mind came to one person. I'm like, you talking about such and such? She like, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, I don't know that.
Why was he mad though?
Yo came to the barber shop. I'm like, yeah, I spoke to Tony. He act like he ain't know me, and I'm nigga, I don't know you. Like, don't get me wrong, you might be cool, but I don't know you. And you feel me saying you spoke to me, I spoke back, but
okay, I don't speak back when he spoke. That's all that matters. Fuck his feelings.
But I guess he was trying to have a conversation. But I'm just like, bro, I don't know you. You get what I'm saying? You are an extension of these people. We've never had a real interaction. I'm not saying I wouldn't get to know you, but I'm just saying of course,
but you didn't do nothing like you ain't like try to son the nigga like
bro, that's not me. I just he spoke. What's up? All right, my son right there. I'm about to take him to the bathroom.
Get the fuck out of me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't really know you.
You kept it pushing, but you spoke to him and kept it pushing.
Yeah,
okay.
But the way
that's him being in his feelings.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about no grown ass man in their feelings. Like so let me be clear. Because we coming out of, we just left out of men's mental health month.
Yeah. And
that's some other shit. Nigga, we ain't do no mental health check in this episode. You slipping.
Oh, yeah, we did.
But, I mean, I ain't say it either, so technically I'm slipping. But what was I saying? Oh, the nigga, shit, I forgot. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Shit. Before that.
Oh, we was talking about how you said fuck a nigga in his feelings.
Oh, yeah, I cannot stand a grown ass man in here. Yo, because a nigga in his feelings will get you locked up or killed.
Yeah.
All right. If a nigga who act how they feel, everybody. That's what I was talking about. We in mental health month. We all feel shit. All men go through things. All right. And a lot of us go through things quietly. So you should find safe spaces and safe people and talk about them. Right. But what you shouldn't do is lash out based on how you feel publicly. All right. You shouldn't be outside responding to how you feel in real time.
Yeah.
All right. As a man, you have to stop and check yourself first. And regardless of what's going on, you should always say, what part did I play in this? And what can I control about this?
Yeah.
Period. Because once you start, that's when you start seeing and hearing about the fuck shit niggas be on, the dumb shit, the unhinged shit that niggas be on.
Yeah.
Because they out here acting and finding themselves and putting other people in positions that people don't choose to be in and people didn't foresee being in and could have been prevented. Emotional niggas need to stay inside the house. Real shit. Like if
so do emotional women.
I mean, I feel you. I just don't have that perspective.
It's like she agreed with you.
No, I'm not disagreeing with her.
Because emotional woman can put...
What is an emotional woman?
I'm talking about in a predicament of where... If we all in a setting... Yeah, overly emotional women. If we're in a group setting and there's another group of females walking into the club or whatever. Oh, what the bitch staring at? Like, man, she wasn't staring at you. She wasn't looking at you. Like,
I feel like, and I've seen that too. Like working security in the clubs, I've seen
that's usually the liquor.
friend,
To be real
you
with
feel
you.
me?
That's usually the liquor.
Some girls show up like that. Like I know
Some girls
older
really be on
women
that.
who still be on that.
Yeah.
I know older women who still be on that time. Like you are who you are. You feel me? If you was doing that shit when you was 19, people don't change until they experience some form of trauma.
So let me ask you this: is maturity a real thing?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You can almost measure that shit.
No, but what I'm saying is like, I guess let me rephrase my question: is maturity a thing that comes with age?
No.
Not necessarily with age. No.
Hell no.
It's some 40-year-olds that act like 20-year-olds.
Act like 20. Like maturity comes with experience. All right. Experiences teach you how to act in experience.
But that's the part. It's not just experience. It's learning from those
No,
experiences.
absolutely.
Willing to learn from your experiences.
No, so that's what I mean. When I say experiences, I mean just that, like being exposed to a situation and figuring out how to move through that situation.
Right, but everybody's not like that. So I just want you. I hear what you're saying, but I want the audience to hear what you're saying.
I feel
you
that.
can learn the same lesson 10
Over and over
fucking
again and not
times.
learn anything.
Correct.
Right.
So it's learning from those.
But that's because you're not learning from it. It's not
listen,
impacting you. You got to impact you.
So
that's
listen.
why I said, hold on. That's why I said trauma.
Right.
That's why I said people don't normally change until they go through trauma.
Yes.
Because trauma is something that's impacted you.
Yes.
All right. Until you actually feel and deal with whatever situation on an emotional level, then you don't really learn from that experience. Because if shit just happened, y'all saw I could knock over that light 5 times before I realized I need to step over that cord. Because that shit don't mean nothing to me. I didn't pay for that light. But if I had to buy a new light, no disrespect. You paid for the light.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if I was the person who had to replace that bulb, I would give a fuck about knocking that light over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that impacts me.
Yeah.
So this is what I was gonna say. So back to how I like to be on my social media shit, right?
Yeah.
I came across a live that was talking about how do we fix the black community, right? So it was probably
exposed to me.
Meaning like how
I don't need fixing.
Hey,
I'm playing. Go ahead.
So
I'm not the community though.
There was about maybe 6 people within this live, right?
Okay.
So there was this one young lady, and everything she said was like negative. It was very defensive. And I realized, I said, yo, you keep trying to change the perspective of people versus trying to understand the perspective and seeing why they see shit the way they see. You get what I'm saying? So it was
what was she saying though?
So for instance, like, if I said,
I'm just asking for context.
No, I got you. If I said, yo, crack did this to the black community, she would say, well, you didn't have to use crack. Which she's absolutely valid in, but also you have to take into the context of the situation. Crack was what? New. Most people didn't know the effects that it would have on them.
We didn't see the long-term effects of crack. About
Secondly, it was put in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It was intentionally put in these environments to do whatever it did. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, you're not being sentimental. Like when a young man was trying to make his point, she kept cutting him off. And I was like, yo, you stuck on trying to change the perspective versus trying to understand the perspective and understand why people may view things the way they view them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, you really not listening. You really trying to, you stuck in the way you are versus being mature enough to be like, oh, okay, this is why you see it this way. Yes, my opinion of the situation might still be my opinion, yet I can understand why you view it that way.
Well, everybody doesn't listen to understand. People listen to respond.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, and so you have to like
but
with
I feel
me.
like that's a level of maturity. That's what I was getting at.
So I don't think that's a level of maturity as much as it is a level. I mean, I guess you might can call it maturity. I don't think it's immature. I think it's unresolved. I think it's some type of unresolved issue with a person, right? Mm-hmm. People who do that, like normally when people listen to respond, it's because they haven't felt heard somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's because they weren't able, they weren't able to either speak up for themselves somewhere, they wasn't able to defend themselves somewhere, they wasn't able to remain safe somewhere. Something happened where they didn't respond to it the way that they felt they needed to do so. So any other time they hear it or see it now, it's triggering to them. And they want to defend it as if it's the first time it happened to them.
Okay.
At that moment of whatever they feel happened to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something I learned going through therapy. Like, you will literally hit, like, something can happen to you when you're 12 years old that you never deal with. And because you never dealt with it, that whenever it happens, you're going to act like you did when you were 12 years old.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not that you act like you're 12 years old in any other setting. You could be the most mature nigga in any other room. But when that happens,
It takes you back.
it takes you back to the moment you were in when it happened to you.
Right.
That you never settled with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: you couldn't control what happened to you at that moment, but you can control what happened to you now.
Yeah.
And once you realize that, it's on you to deal with. It ain't nobody else's fault at that point.
So you saying in hindsight, it's like for people who deal with trauma, and once they realize they have a space of power, you tend to not care about what other viewpoints are coming in because you want to make your point valid because you didn't have that.
Well, it's not even them feeling like they have a sense of power. I'm saying that, but not without the part of them feeling like they have a sense of power.
Okay.
It's normally because they feel powerless.
Right.
You don't normally defend yourself until you feel attacked.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, that was another thing. Because that once I was able, because I requested to come into the live, and I said to the person, I said, "Yo, the way you reacting as if everyone's attacking you."
right, and they probably felt that way. They probably felt that way. It's because when they were talked to, however they were talked to at some point before, they were being attacked. They felt in that moment, and they never dealt with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So anytime that feeling comes up, this is how they're going to act until they deal with that initial moment. You know what I'm saying? And but that's what, I hate sounding like I'm being a petitioner for therapy, but I am. Fuck that.
Nah, you
like
should.
everybody, like we as black people, period, nigga, we go through
need
enough.
therapy.
We've gone through enough being black in this country, right? Even if you've never dealt with anything directly, there's indirect shit going on around you all the time. We need to be able to go and talk about our shit and then be okay and safe with talking about it and not being weaponized and not being taken
judged.
and you being judged on. Well, people judge naturally. Even your therapist judge you.
Yeah.
She just get paid not to respond based on her judgment.
I know my therapist.
Yeah, nah, big facts. I know my therapist used to. My therapist used to
She'll
get paid
say
and still
shit.
judge me, nigga. My therapist used to be like, "You know what?"
Bitch, I'm listening.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt like going to therapy kind of matured me and thinking more logically than emotionally.
All therapy did for me was make me realize the shit that I need to figure out and deal with.
That too.
That's the only.
Well, for me, it was more so like I got to look at it from a different perspective.
Oh no, that's good.
That's really how I like approach therapy because it's like in my mind it's like, oh, I wanted to attack the situation from this thought process, but it's like, but this could be happening as well.
Right. So
You can say, like,
I feel that, and that's what led me to therapy. But once I got to therapy, my therapist made me realize I need to deal with why I think that's what that's doing to me. Not even the other perspective is coming from, but why do I think that that's what that's doing?
Everything.
All right, that's what my therapist. Shout out to Miss Cobb. She's not my therapist no more, but my previous therapist and who I was with for years, that's what she made me realize is that I need to figure out why I feel like what you're doing is doing that to me.
Right.
Because if I can deal with that part of it, anybody can do it and it won't affect.
So do you think some scenarios? All right. So it's like some scenarios. It is what it is when you look at it, or do you think some scenario, or should we be approaching certain scenarios with a thought process? And we're gonna come right back of like it could be this, it could be that, it could be this, it could be that. And we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take a quick break.
I'm gonna need you to ask me that question again.
I got you. We're gonna come right back, y'all.
You lost me with
Just bag getter, had to get it back cause I was Porsche. What you think? I was just gonna sit back and let him play my bag, huh? What you think? All those trials I faced would have held me back, huh? What you think?
All right, y'all. We back from the break, and
I need the microphone. It was all the way over there.
I got a good question for you.
Okay.
Let me take these off. I ain't even mean to put these on.
Don't put his glasses on.
So
The fact that he has 2 pairs of glasses on the table is
I didn't
crazy.
even know Tony wore glasses. So I only seen him in shades.
listen, I ask this question to myself a lot, and this is a question that came from the whole DDG situation, right?
Okay.
When it comes to the drug trade, why do you believe that niggas still play a losing game?
Because everybody don't lose. And niggas will play anything that has hope involved.
So you think it's hope?
There's necessity and hope and accessibility. Like,
Hold on. Let me. I feel like the majority of people lose that game versus
that might
the
be
minority.
True. Nigga, the majority of people lose at blackjack in the casino, but niggas still show up and play.
That's true.
You feel me? Like it's a hope, nigga. That's why the lottery is such a big industry. It's the
Sports
hope.
betting is a huge industry.
Listen, all of that shit is governed by the state's lottery board. All right, all gambling that takes place inside of a state that goes through the lottery commission of that state.
Listen, I had a good 5-leg, and I knew that shit was going to hit.
Was going to smack.
And I knew that shit was going to smack.
Girl, if I don't even want to talk about it.
But
them niggas,
They sneaky. They sneaky, Reese, ain't they?
Them niggas.
I ask that because majority of the time, though, when it comes to selling dope, you either gonna get locked up or killed. It's a losing game.
So
I don't know too many people that win at that game.
So
Only like Jay is maybe the only person.
Nah, it depends on what you defining as winning.
Push your T, maybe.
I know a lot of people who hustled until they got to a place they were trying to get to and then stopped. I do know a lot of niggas who did that.
Well, that's because I think I think that's a generational difference because back in the day, the hustlers knew that hustling wasn't a forever
that shit
thing.
was never the forever thing.
Right. But nowadays, most people feel like that's what they'll be doing for the rest of their life. So my question is, why do you think? Because again, it goes back to earlier what I said when I dropped into that chat.
What you say?
The chat, huh?
I said people like they don't go get that education, like they don't try to like sprout their mind to different things and make them income.
Right.
I mean, that's facts.
People are limited to their view. Like the world is only as big as your block.
That's what you can see.
You know what I'm saying?
On the legal side, though, like it's plenty of legal industries to get into. However, you gotta be mind challenged to put that aside and go to school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You absolutely have
gotta have to. Because that was my argument in the chat in the live stream. Because I was like, all right, they was so the topic the discussion was how do we fix the black community, right? And
I hate that topic.
To me,
I wouldn't even engage in that conversation.
To me, a lot of the solutions were surface level, right? It's like, oh, you can invest or you can get into this, you can get into that. But I'm like, a lot of these kids don't understand the concept of time, right? And they understand right now. Like right now, I'm hurting. So right now, I need a solution. Everything that you're suggesting takes time. And it takes time to build as far as when you invest in stuff, when you open businesses and see the return on that. All that stuff takes time, right? For them, they don't care about that. They need a solution now. So for me, it was like the conversation was kind of, again, surface level because I'm like, y'all giving solutions that really don't hit with the youth. Because a lot of them are living right now. They're not living for 10 years later. So, because my question is, my question to them was, not my question, but I said the real question y'all need to ask is, why do most black men go into the drug trade? Because they were talking about like, oh, you could do this, you could do that. But I'm like, a lot of those people who are in the street going to the drug, like when they start talking about black on black crime, I'm like, a lot of that is revolved around the drug trade. It's not that niggas is out here whacking niggas just off the random. Right. It's normally tied to some type of situation within the drug trade.
It's a lot of
senseless.
It's a lot of senseless. Not just drug related death.
I don't believe that.
I mean, because I have a different perspective.
Because I feel like if you end up on Murder Inc. Now, mind you, for those out there, Murder Inc. is a page that's dedicated to the murders that happen within the city. And a lot of time, like, I'm going to go back to my cousin, for instance. One of my cousins was upset that my cousin was on Murder Inc. And his homeboy was like, yo, your cousin not on there for no reason. He was doing shit.
No, he was doing shit. I feel like.
You get what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a different conversation, though. But I'd argue that crimes of passion happen more than crimes related to the drug business.
And In the black community?
In the black community, absolutely.
I don't believe that.
Niggas be crashing out. Nigga, what?
Give me. I want to.
What do you mean? You want an example of a crime of passion?
I know what a crime of passion is.
So what is the example you asking for?
I'm saying most of the niggas that end up on Murder Inc. are on there because they.
Yeah, no, okay, that's Murder Inc. Absolutely, that's Murder Inc. That's Murder Inc. Absolutely. I'm not only looking at what happens on Murder Inc. I'm just talking about in general. Like I'm talking about like from what I see. Most of the headlines I see, are like
murder, suicide,
murders. What? Them shits is like,
those shits are rampant right now.
Crazy.
I give you that.
Them shits is crazy. Murder, suicides, or attempted murder, suicides. Them shits is crazy right now. Or somebody doing something to their children. All right, that's the shit I'm seeing more of. Some father spazzing out because the kid wouldn't stop crying, so he put him in a bucket of fucking Tide. And I'm not even making that up.
Or him and the mother beefing, so he whacked the mother and the kids.
Listen,
that's not what I'm saying.
I'm not saying. Don't get me wrong. I understand your point. It's a lot of shit that happens behind the drug trade. But I don't think that that's what's wrong with the black community. I don't think because we're talking about how to fix the black people, right?
Right.
I think it's our willful ignorance. That's my personal opinion. It's the fact that what I mean by that is we choose to not keep it funky about the shit that's really going on around us. We choose to like turn a blind eye to serious issues, to put more weight on things that are very trivial, surface level, and sensationalized versus the shit that really impacts us and is holding us back. Because it's a lot of systemic shit. And that's why I don't believe why people don't believe in systemic racism, because we were brought here in a system. The reason we're in this country is because of a system called slavery.
Yes.
That was a system.
I agree with you.
All right? That's why we were here. So everything that's been done to us, given or taken, for whatever reason, has been done through a system.
Right.
All right. So if you don't believe that the system is set up to control the way that something happens with a group of people massively, then what the fuck is happening right now to the fucking Palestinians?
Right.
All right. That don't have nothing to do with anything outside of their race. So why would you not believe it could happen to us here? All right. Like you have so many examples of what systemic racism is for you not to believe that it's a real thing.
No, so listen. All right, I think we getting a little off topic because my original question was, why do you believe that? And everything you said is very valid. I'm not disregarding what you said.
Nigga ain't gotta qualify my shit, nigga. Right. What I said. You all right?
You ain't gotta validate my point.
I don't know. Right. I feel that, nigga.
My question is related to why do people? All right. Let me. I'm gonna give you a whole.
No, give me the question.
No. I want to give you a whole detail.
Okay.
All right. I saw something that said that black people commit half the crime in America, right? Which is false.
Okay.
Because we don't make the majority.
So who said it?
It was some shit on TikTok I see. The media has played a great part in why people see black people the way they see black people.
That's what they was hired to do.
As far as when it comes to welfare, when it comes to crime, when it comes to a lot of issues. Now, I went and did the math. We make 12% of the population, which is 40 million, right?
Okay.
And then I Googled how many black people will see incarceration. I think it was 1 in 55.
Okay.
Right? Did the math on that. That means only 300,000 of black people will see incarceration outside of 40 million. Right? So that means let me do the math. Out of 40 million, hold on.
What you trying to figure out?
No, I'm gonna bring it home. That means 39 million black people don't commit crimes, right?
Wait. What is this number?
So someone had made the argument that black people commit half the crimes in America, in general.
Okay.
Half the crimes in America. We only make up 12% of the population. Okay. So I said that's not adding up because I'm like, all right, So I went and I said, how many black people will see incarceration? 1 out of 55. So I took that number and figured that out, and that number ended up being 300,000 plus people out of 40 million. So that means 39 million black people are not committing crimes in America. Okay. Which means the other 300,000 usually, when it comes to committing crimes.
So you're saying there's only 300,000 black people committing crimes in this country?
Completely, yes. Because the argument was that.
Come on, bro. Come on. Does that number even sound real? No, like. So
what you mean?
What I mean is.
No, I'm not saying is the number real.
You're gonna ask me what I mean and then not let me answer.
No, because I get what you about to get at.
How do you know what I'm about to get at?
Because I picked up what you putting down.
You couldn't have. No, I didn't get a chance to put it down. How did you pick it up? Go ahead.
Because what I'm saying is the argument is that we commit half of the crimes in the whole country.
Right. So does that number sound real to you?
It's false.
Does that number sound real to you?
300,000?
No. Hold on, Tony. No, wait a second. Let me bring this home for you.
Go ahead.
Does that number sound real to you, that we commit half the crimes? Does that number sound real?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's
right. So why argue some shit that don't make sense? That shit don't make sense. For what?
Because that's what I do.
But you're not. The point's not going to be taken because the person you're saying it to is not a sensible person. They are saying things that don't make sense.
I get that.
All right. So why argue with the person who don't make sense and then try to get them to make sense?
That's just like making people feel stupid.
I feel that, but they already stupid. They that.
I get that. That's just me.
Okay, so but past that point, so even the fact that you want to oblige in they stupid shit. Do you believe, even believe in the stupid shit, even obliging the stupid shit, do you believe that only 300,000 black Americans commit crimes in this country?
Out of 40 million
No,
people?
I didn't say out of 40 million people. Do you believe only 300,000 black Americans commit crime in this country?
No, not at all.
Okay, you believe it's more or less?
It's less.
You believe it's less than 300? Do you know how many?
I believe it's more.
Do you know how many 300,000 people? Do you know what that number really looks like? 300,000 is not a lot of people.
No, at all. No.
All right. Out of all of the people in this country, that's about 5 stadiums of people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I promise you, there are more than 5 stadiums worth of black people committing crimes in this country.
Listen.
All right. I'm not arguing the percentage against the number of those that are not.
And you might be, you could be valid in that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying is we don't commit half the crimes because there's no possible
not at all.
way
It's impossible.
we commit
it's impossible for us to commit half the crimes.
We are not the dominant population within this country.
Yeah, well, I mean, that statement is invalid, okay? Just because we're not the dominant population don't mean that we can't possibly commit half the crimes. We don't commit half the crimes.
Sitting here with 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Tony, we're
4,
not a
5
sample. We're not.
I have never seen incarceration.
Well,
I've been in jail a couple times.
I've been to jail.
You been to jail?
Yes.
What I mean by incarceration, I mean serving a long sentence.
No, I've never served a long sentence.
Exactly.
But that don't mean I didn't commit a crime.
I'm not saying
I've committed crimes. Let me be very clear. Not snitching on myself. Not proud of them. Right. But I've made mistakes in my past.
He's admitting he is a criminal.
And what I'm saying is, most of us. And so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with that, right? Let me try to make. And please just let me get this out before you cut me off.
I'm not going to interrupt you.
If you want to go catch fish,
I like fish.
Are you going to go to the lake or to the ocean?
To the lake.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You go to the lake.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm probably more likely to catch fish there than the ocean.
Why?
Because it's smaller.
Because it's a smaller sampling size, correct?
Yeah.
So if the police are locking up people at a higher rate inside of urban areas than they are outside of those urban areas, who do you think they're going to lock more up of?
Us.
Of us.
We live in those urban
areas.
Yeah.
Right. We're the ones who populate those areas that they patrol the highest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, those numbers are going to be askew, my friend. Those numbers are not going to be accurate. Out of the sampling size, half of the arrested crimes might have been arrestable crimes committed by black people. All right, there might have been crimes that were caught to be arrested and prosecuted might have been black people. I don't even know if that number is accurate. All right, but it's because they are shooting fish in a barrel. All right, it's because they're locking motherfuckers up who are living on top of each other because they're more they're more susceptible to committing a crime than somebody who lives in a mansion on the hill.
People in impoverished areas.
Right.
I don't think we disagreeing with each other. My argument in that live was just, it's no possible way that we are as criminally inclined as people try to make us be. You get what I'm saying? Like,
but it is possible though. I'm not saying there's no possible way. It's possible because of the system they put us in. They put us in positions where we believe that our only option is crime.
I think there's more black people who don't commit crimes than there are black people who do. I feel like
that might be true. Nobody's saying that though. But that's not the argument. No. But even the point of what you're saying, the post isn't saying that more black people commit crimes than black people who
crimes within the whole country.
That was right, but that's not saying that more black people commit crimes than black people who don't commit crimes. That's saying that more than half of the arrests that have occurred in this country were black people. That's not saying that means that more than half of us are doing it. It's the people they're locking up are predominantly us.
Yes, I agree, but
but not because they're saying that it's more of us doing it.
Well, that was the argument of
we're being targeted.
Yes, no, absolutely. That was the argument. I think we saying the same thing.
Okay, we might be.
Yeah, we just saying it differently. We saying the same thing. My point was that it's no possible way we committing half the crimes within this country because we are not the dominant population within this country.
Yeah, but see, that's why I keep arguing because you keep saying that, and that's not a valid statement, Tony. That's no possible way. Tony, that fact isn't. So I hate when people say things like such finite terms, like it's no possible way. That's not true. Just always.
You think black people
it is possible. I'm not saying I believe it, but I'm saying it's possible.
How many people out of 20 people do you know are committing crimes?
Are actively committing or have committed?
Have.
At least 60 to 70% of the people I know. And my wife used to work in a very high office, and I'm including those people. All right? People commit crimes all the fucking time.
Yes, absolutely.
I sold a Snicker bar when I was fucking 12. But I used to sell candy that I stole out of the gas station in school.
But numerically, that's just impossible that we commit half of those.
Tony, okay, we're gonna have to agree to disagree. I can't keep arguing this same point.
I'm just saying we talking about 12% versus damn near 60%. It's impossible.
But if it's not impossible if they're locking up 90% of that 12% and only 2% of that other fucking 88%. That's not impossible. That's not impossible. Like if I put 100 pegs over here and 50 pegs over here, if I pick up 5 pegs every time I pick up a peg, listen to me.
Go ahead.
If I pick up 5 pegs every time I pick up a peg and only pick up 1 peg from over here, I'm going to have more of these pegs after 5 picks. I'm going to have 5 over here, but I'm going to have 25 over there. So they are locking more of us up.
What Reese is telling you is that because we are being targeted more, that the numbers
are going to be bigger.
Greater.
I understand that, but
then you say it's not possible.
Right.
That makes it possible that those numbers look like that.
Right.
You're okay. I think I'm understanding now. You're
so
looking at
you saying not say specifically target Caucasian people, but other demographics of people are not being arrested at the rates that black people are. That's what he's telling you.
No, I get that. I'm not.
So that's why he's telling you that number is possible
because of that fact.
You like there's no fucking way, but he's telling you yes, there's way.
You go look up.
There is a way.
But
it is right. That's what he's telling you.
Even right now, if you go look up the statistics right now, white people commit more of the violent crimes than what we do.
That might be fact. Like I know nobody's arguing that.
Locked up.
They're just not locking up them niggas the way they locking us up. That's all I'm saying.
So our numbers are more rampant than the whites because they're locking us up more.
Or any other demographic.
Yeah, or any other demographic. It's not white, it's not black, it's other demographics other than blacks.
I get what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with none of y'all.
But let me bring this full circle for you. Let me bring this full circle for you. All right, what you're doing right now is what my problem is with the other side of the same coin, right? Because the other side acts like because that number. That's why I'm so passionate about it. I ain't mean to be.
No, you good, bro. You good. It's a safe space here.
But that's why I'm so passionate about it because the other side believes the exact polar opposite of what we're saying right now. All right, the other side is saying that because that number is possible, that means that you all are more dangerous people than we are. And our children should be afraid of you. Our society should not allow you in it.
Go ahead, Youngin, speak. Go ahead, Youngin.
Look, okay, boom. I see both sides of the point. But black people are committing more murders than white people are. And I only say that because white people, they more white Caucasian, they in the drug thing. Like they might get a RICO charge on them that take plenty of time to take a large amount of time to take them down, right? But black people are getting murders.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of times, a lot of the murders that we have as a community are tied behind the drug trade. So that goes back to my question, which is why do we play a losing game?
But I get what Uncle Maurice coming from, like, to the point where he was saying the 1 in 5 situation. Like, you take the 100 pegs and the 50 pegs. Every one peg to 5 pegs, you gonna get more. The black people are on the 5 pegs because of the murders. They gonna solve a murder like that. You see what I'm saying? But the one peg, it gonna take a little minute for the white people to get the RICO down. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm calling.
I mean, even if you don't want to make it about the RICO, that's your point is absolutely right. Like, because the crimes we're doing, they're easily arrestable offenses, right?
Absolutely, I see it.
Right, my point. So it's easier to lock these niggas up because there's more of them on top of each other, all right, than it is these people. So it's easier for us to look at this group of people. If I'm looking at 50 people at one time, I can find 5 motherfuckers who doing something wrong. If I'm only looking at 5 people, I might not find one person doing something wrong. And that's what they do to us. But my point is just that, though. The shit you doing, that's why, like, nigga, because the shit you saying, the fact that you saying there's no possible way that many niggas committing crimes, they saying the exact opposite. There's no possible way that they not committing them crimes because there's that many of them doing it.
Okay, all right. So how many? I don't know.
Can I answer this question? Because my answer to why do we keep going a losing game, because it's based out of survival.
That's it.
If my fucking lights is off, if I'm 15, 16 years old and my motherfucking mama can't pay the rent, I have to do what I have to do as quick as I have to do it.
No, and I respect
easiest thing was right outside.
This is the only thing that I've been exposed to for a way that I can make money and I can make that shit quick instead of working a fucking job that's paying me $7.25. And I'm gonna get my ass on a block and sell as much fucking drugs as I can to make sure that my motherfucking family survives.
No, I respect that and I understand.
But this is a conversation that I had with you earlier. The mind is built to survive. Survive no matter what.
But listen, also too though, you also have to take in consideration
that shit primal.
It is, but also you have to also take in consideration that it's a difference in playing a game that I don't know that I'm losing at. But we've had enough experiences within this community to know.
What's my options?
Right.
What the fuck am I? What's my options? I grew up in a city where the school system is fucking trash.
But listen.
What's my pathway?
Hold on, listen. You always have options though.
Okay.
Tony, but you limited to your experiences, bro. Your purview is what's in front of you.
And you and I talk about that all the time.
You literally only see what's in front of you, my nigga.
No, I get that. I'm not discrediting that. But at the same time,
what the fuck are you saying?
Let me hold on.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hold on.
Make it quick.
Let me speak my piece. My uncles, right? I talked about them a lot, and I talked about them earlier. I know what game they play. I've seen what happened when they played this game. I've seen the depression, the anxiety, the constant what's the word I'm looking for? Paranoia that they had because of this game.
Okay.
Why would I choose to still play this game?
Because you
pick me. Life is a risk. When you making money, that shit comes with risk. There is no reward without risk.
That's fact.
So why did you play?
Hold on, but wait a second. Let me.
Nigga, my uncle's wasn't selling drugs. I wasn't exposed to that shit.
It wasn't her exposure.
Because I kind of believe if you come from a family who got that type of background, yeah, you gonna get exposed to it. So at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, you may think that somebody got that option, but if they need that money like that, a 9 to 5 ain't gonna fit.
My fucking environment, I grew up in the hood. I could have easily sold drugs.
We all was raised in the hood. We could have took that way.
Time out.
Do your thing.
Why didn't you play the game?
Because I seen what he got, what it leads.
That's because that nigga's smart.
He's smart.
He's smart.
That's why I just got quiet. Everybody is smart, nigga.
Everybody is not smart.
Everybody ain't smart, nigga.
Bro, let the youngest speak.
When you, alright, so boom. If you come up in the environment where you gotta go get it or you finna get put out, boom, you gonna go get it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But when you come up in the environment where you can wait that little time to see the long run, you're not gonna go get something that's gonna get you 15, 20 years, you know what I'm saying, in jail. You see what I'm saying? You gonna sit there and work that little 725 and maybe get it raised every 3-4 months, you know what I'm saying? And then you gonna save your money and get you that long run goal. Like that's why I came up into a fact like, I get my situation wasn't bad at all. You know, so mom she made it work. You know, everything working. Boom. But I seen life ahead of me. I'm 22. I seen life ahead of me 25, 27. It ain't gotta be a 20-year plan, but it's at least a 3 to 5 year plan. You see what I'm saying?
That's because he's smart. You hear what he's saying?
Yeah.
That's shit smart people say.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have that, right?
Yeah.
And even some niggas who have that,
They still take they don't value it.
no, bro, no, but it's not even about that. They take that mindset and apply it to what their circumstances are.
Yes.
Okay.
All right?
Because
I'm
they
telling
the
you,
circumstances.
when I was in school, I did an internship at West Baltimore Middle School in its guidance department.
That's where I went.
Oh, for real. I was there for 6 months, for one semester. All right, in like 2001.
Okay.
All right. Maybe 2022. I forget. I mean, maybe 2002.
Oh.
But either 01 or 02. I was there. Little 12-year-old kid came to school with a gun every day. 12. Not because he wanted to do something to somebody. He wanted to be safe walking home.
Absolutely.
All right. He don't know what having protection outside of that gun is. He don't know what that might look like. He don't know what resources he have available.
None of that problem.
Nothing. He don't have the guidance. He don't have the, I see you. He don't have any of that. So he's living and dealing with his circumstances. We gonna come back.
Yeah, we gonna come right back.
Just bag getter, had to get it back cause I was Porsche. What you think? I was just gonna sit back and let him play my bag, huh? What you think? All those trials I faced would have held me back, huh?
All right, y'all, we back from the break. We got into a very heated debate on black issues within the black community.
That's the issues in the community. This nigga.
Like I said, bro, I just think that, I don't understand why niggas keep playing the losing game. That was my point.
Yeah.
I'm
not responding to that point anymore.
I have plenty examples as to why.
That's because you smart, nigga. That's why. You smart enough to know that if I keep doing this shit, this shit's gonna happen. But Lil Eric, who ain't never seen nothing,
Right. Correct.
Lil Eric, who ain't never seen nothing but the older niggas from around his block, and how 18 of them niggas might be hustling, and 6 of them niggas might have went to jail, and 4 of them niggas might have got killed, but it's still 8 of them niggas outside.
Hold on.
And he has hope.
And I got hope.
He has hope.
You saying niggas ain't
And I
smart.
could be the knife.
I get that part, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I give both.
You saying niggas
That's
ain't
why
smart.
he outside.
I mean, essentially what you saying is niggas not smart.
I'm saying everybody don't have the same knowledge base that you have.
Exposure.
Everybody don't have the same experience, which allows them to make the same decisions that you can make.
All right. You make
How,
decisions
though?
because you make decisions based on the knowledge that you have.
Hold on, T.
Let's use that segue.
Hey, wait a second.
Go ahead.
Another full circle segue.
Go ahead.
Which leads back to my point to you earlier when you
I'm gonna
said,
put my glasses
what
on.
do you think is wrong with the black community? And you said it's drugs and black on black. I said, no, it's willful ignorance. All right, it's the fact that we have options and resources, even though they are limited and few. There are some, but we choose to not go look for them because we go for whatever we see right in front of us.
Most people have this, bro.
Tony, it don't matter. If you stop where you are planted. If I'm planted in an environment that is not feeding me, then I'm going to become like my environment. Some people decide that they're not going to become a product of that. But most people do. Because this is all another thing. If I've never fucking seen a world outside of Baltimore City, then I think this is as good as life gets for me. Until I get outside of this and I see, oh my God, it's people that are my age that are accountants and they're architects and they're doing this. I didn't even know this shit was fucking possible.
Right.
To the internet came.
But you know what making it out gonna look like to her? I'm about to go be a CNA GNA because they make it out the hood.
Right.
Hold on, let speak.
This is Tony. A lot of people don't look on the internet.
Tony is crazy.
A lot of they just respect. You know what I'm saying?
No, because that's the you.
I feel you.
A lot of people in this world, like you said, 40 billion people. Like you said,
40 billion black people. 40 million black people live in this country. Yes.
There's only 4.2 billion people in the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Different traits or anything.
Unless they want to change for themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get the knowledge from the environment they grew up in. You know what I'm saying?
That part. And that's because, listen, Tony, you did right? Everybody had one of these, right? But if I say to you right now, Tony, learn how to do open heart surgery.
Come on.
Can you pick up your phone and learn how to do open heart surgery?
If I ask chat?
Tony.
No.
Tony.
No.
Can you pick up your phone and learn how to do open heart surgery?
No.
Right?
No.
But that's not true. You can pick up your phone and find somebody that can teach you how to do open heart surgery.
Absolutely.
All right. But just how you just quickly said no, because learning how to do open heart surgery seems so far-fetched to you. All right, open heart surgery seems so far-fetched to you that you said no really fast. All right, that's what most people look at when it comes to making choices outside of what the fuck is in front of them. All right? Most motherfuckers don't know how to pick up this phone and search for the shit that can get them out of where they're trying to go.
Exactly.
All right, most motherfuckers don't know how and where to go to find, even with the phone in their hand.
Go ahead, eat that shit, Reese.
They don't know where to search for the information to find, to get those resources, because they are not talked about, they aren't advertised, they aren't trending, they aren't being boosted up by some influencers. Castanet is not going to food banks and showing you. People are not doing these things.
I hear you.
People are not doing, and this, hold on, and this is what the motherfucker, this is what that 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old picks up their phone and do. They pick up their phone to find something to take their mind away from whatever the fuck they dealing with.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Bree.
I agree with what Reese was saying, where there's nothing being advertised. Because it's like, all right, y'all know I'm getting into a certain career. Okay, cool. I talked to a bus driver. He like, yeah, I got my house the first 6 months I started training. But they don't advertise that because they don't want you to get into better.
You would never know.
So you will never know
that part.
You will never know that. Okay, cool.
That part.
The MTA pays your closing costs for your house. You don't have to pay nothing. I didn't know that until he said it. Because they don't advertise it. You don't know about it. You can't Google it. There's no source from the... Not bringing him up and nothing like that. There's nothing advertising it. Okay. So, if somebody from the hood, Latrobe Projects or whatever the case may be, is growing up in that project and all they see is, 7 of my mans is getting it. 3 of them died, but 7 of them still living, still getting it. I'm not going to pick up my phone and say, I need to go to CDL school. Because that's not what I'm being advertised.
I hear what you're saying.
Just like Justin was saying, Justin got his CDL. Why? Because he wanted to. He's smart like that. He was thinking outside the box because he didn't want to be the product of his environment. Not to say that he came from anything bad, but if he did, he was smart enough to think outside that box. It ain't necessarily because you don't want to think about it. It's the simple fact that this is what I see. So this is what I'm going to do.
I can piggyback off what she's saying.
Go ahead.
Bria,
I can piggyback off what Bria said because don't get me wrong, the advertisement it came from I didn't see it on the internet until I started looking it up. That's how stuff comes nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
However, people around me or I just meet a person say I'm working at Amazon. You know what I'm saying? This person might say, I'm in school to get my CDL. Then I go to FedEx. This person said the same thing. That's gonna make me go look it up.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
All right, but that's because that's the shit he around. But see, he got resources.
Right.
He got a family who will support him enough to give him the time it takes for him to go find out about that CDL. Everybody don't have that.
Okay,
All right, some niggas gotta get up and feed their little brother.
So what?
Some niggas gotta put food on the table.
Shit that ain't even my responsibility.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I ain't had a baby.
Some motherfuckers really have to go get the money for the light bill.
What I'm understanding from the conversation is that most people aren't smart enough to do what they do.
It's not.
It's not about being smart.
They don't have enough resources.
Exactly.
It's not about
It's
education.
2025 now. A lot of people got a lot of resources nowadays. But back in y'all day, 1980, 1990, 2000, y'all ain't had that much resources.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And I understand the people perspective from that era.
Right.
But now I don't, because at the end of the day,
Because kids are not picking up their phone to look up anything to change their lives.
Well, I might disagree with that because these little motherfuckers are streaming. Not little motherfuckers. Sorry.
I mean, that.
No, but that's
But
them trying to do something else.
Yes, that's them trying to do something else. I'm talking about, it's a little percentage. I'm talking about like a real trait, like going to CNA, GNA, or getting your CDL or something like that. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you fine.
It's a little percentage. It's a little percentage of kids, or 16 through 22. They looking up the most dangerous cities in America.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They not looking up what's the 8 trades that best get you a 20-year limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything in that niche. They looking up the niche of the dangerous cities in America.
That's the shit they on.
Real talk.
Prime example. I have a younger sister. My younger sister has seen me grind. Cool. Bet she know that I got my CDL. Mind you, she don't have her license, but you would think her seeing me get it out my shit, she would try to do the same thing. But she's not trying to because either she don't want to, or that's just something that she just not interested in.
So then again, like I said, y'all are pretty much saying that most people aren't smart enough to not play the game.
Boy, we not saying that. We just said that 10 times. Let's move on.
I'm just saying. That's what y'all saying.
Nobody's saying that, yo. And we keep telling you we're not saying that. That's why I'm not even responding no more, because we keep telling you that's not what we're saying.
We can agree to disagree.
Telling us that that's what we're saying.
Okay, right. Let me understand.
We're not saying that.
Hold on. Let me understand this, because I'm trying to be empathetic. So you're saying that most people, because
mine is shut.
No, it's not shut.
It sounds like it.
No,
I ain't even gonna hold it. No disrespect, but you sound real close-minded.
It's not shut. I just think everybody.
Because you literally keep going back to the same point.
No. I just think everybody has an option at the end of the day. It's up to you to decide on which option you want to choose.
Don't have no fucking options.
Only that. Hold on.
I don't know. I don't have the information. So how can I make an informed decision off of shit I don't know?
So whose problem is that?
Ignorance is bliss. I don't fucking know.
So whose problem is that?
What are you in my environment? I didn't ask to fucking be born in the projects with my mama who's born in the fucking poverty. So I'm trying to break generational cycles because I don't have the fucking resources. That's what we telling you. You're not listening. It's all right. This is fashion. This is not anger.
Niggas
they
will gatekeep.
But
we can't drill that shit into your head no more than we just drilled it.
Okay, let's move on, because at this point we going to agree to
For
this.
the love of a God.
I mean, I did definitely say that.
At the end of the day, I just feel like people have options.
They don't.
And
You're
they
still
can
bringing
you
life
from the way that you were raised.
Tony, this is you got to stop doing that disingenuous shit, because you say, all right, we're going to agree to disagree,
and you
then
bring
go
it back up
and double back down on your point. That's disingenuous.
Do we not have options?
Tony, everybody don't have. Tony, we don't have the same fucking options. We don't have the same options, Tony. We don't have the same options.
You have the same options as a white man in America? Black man?
Tony, you sound like an old racist white man that say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying.
You don't know what
and you don't have the same opportunities because you can't get in the same fucking rooms. You can't. You do not get in the same rooms as certain white men.
Options.
Whatever.
Let's agree to disagree.
We don't have the same options. We don't have the same options.
No, you're not getting it.
Let's move on. Agree to disagree.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Because it's 11:26.
Yeah, it's 11:23. Let's agree to disagree.
Hold on.
Tony, we're going to agree to disagree.
I'm gonna finish my point. We have options.
Okay.
You can feel
You
like
got options. Everybody don't.
You got options.
No,
You got options.
that is not true.
Everybody don't have your
Everybody
options,
don't
nigga.
have options.
Everybody, your options ain't the options you had growing up ain't the same as everybody else's options. You know why? Because you had a father in your house.
Are you saying options to change the situation?
Say it again.
Are you saying options to change your situation? Like, what are options to what, though? Like, I'm just missing.
Meaning, like, you can choose which way you want to go. You can choose to do something and or not do something.
Tony.
But I've only been shown one way to go. Tony.
Can I answer his question?
Go ahead.
Shown to say, like, boom.
You pissing me
Be
off.
shown to get the money part. This, you know what I'm saying, the success part. But you can be also shown the downside of it.
Right.
If the downside is more impactful than the money part, you know what I'm saying, the successful part, then that's when you can choose the way you go.
Right.
What you saying?
But what if I only been shown one side?
You're not
That's
gonna
what
be
we're
shown
trying to-
one side.
That's not
You
true.
don't have
true.
information out there
That's not true, Tony.
That's not true.
Tony.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Can we
That's not
agree?
true.
Can we agree to disagree?
That's not true.
We can.
You passed that, Bree. Because we trying to agree to disagree,
No,
but
I
this
get
nigga wanna
that. No, I get that.
want to keep double down, making
And
the
he
same
did.
point.
But at the same time, you're not going to get
listen.
through to him. He
I'm over
feels
it. I'm done with
everybody
it.
has their own perspective
All
on
right,
it. And that's just what we're going to have to, that's what we're going to have to stand on.
Hold on, let Young speak.
Same thing is right. I see you get money in the street, you know what I'm saying? Not just saying you've been, I'm just saying I see you get money in the street, right? But I also see you lost your homies. Or like you to FaceTime and
Right.
What if it's a year or 2 years, but not 10 years to where I done grew up, got my own lifestyle, and now I gotta re-know you. But like, say you done went away for some time, came back. I'm not about to go away for no time, so I'm not doing
That's
it.
because you smart, nephew. That's because you able to learn from other people's mistakes.
Everybody not like
Everybody
that.
can't
Everybody
do
not going
that.
to learn from someone
Everybody
else's
can't
mistakes.
learn from somebody
I
else's
understand
mistakes.
it, though. Like, I can understand that.
Everybody
I ain't
don't
got the
have
mental
that.
capacity as me.
Right.
Right.
Everybody don't have.
We're not.
What I'm saying is, hold on, Brace.
Go ahead.
Let me make this make sense to you. Let me make this make sense to you. All right, because I actually care about what you think. So let me make this make sense to you. No, I'm just playing. I'm being an asshole. Let me make this make sense to you, though. Right?
Make it make sense.
You have people who allows you to even have time to learn from somebody else's mistakes.
It's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that. Some people are literally living from moment to moment.
Right.
Some people are literally living on the fucking fly. All right, some people are literally living in positions that only allow them to do what is immediately in front of them.
That's something I gotta understand.
And you have to understand, respect that though.
Yeah.
Because if you don't respect it, you're going to sleep on it, and then you're going to become a victim to that shit. All right, because somebody's going to look at you and see a ticket and want to cash that ticket.
So you saying pretty much some people feel like they don't have options.
That's exactly what that's literally what we've been saying to you for the last
And
I wanna have.
time.
for the last 2 segments. That's
But what's
literally
the
what we've been
reality?
saying to you. That's it. But nigga,
What's the
perception
reality?
is reality, nigga. How many times have you heard in your life that perception is reality?
I've heard it a lot.
Do you understand what that means?
Okay.
I'm not being an ass. I'm really asking.
No.
Do you understand what that statement
I
means?
absolutely understand what that
So
statement
what does that
means.
statement mean to you?
It means that you perceive how life is to be the way it is. But
No, that's not what that means. It means the exact opposite of that. That life is the way you perceive it to be.
You only can do what you think.
You are literally limited to your experiences. In very real time.
Which
sir.
meaning is you're putting yourself in a box.
If you never exactly. If
You're
you
putting
never-
yourself in a box because the way that you're thinking.
okay, let me ask you a question. Right?
If you never been shot at, you don't know what the fuck to do when you
Let
get
me
shot at.
ask a question.
Girl,
We need to drop this nigga off in the hood.
Hold on.
Leave him there
Facts.
for a week.
You-
Let
lived in the hood.
him come back.
Now you lived in the
No,
hood.
nigga, no. You ain't never. Just because you fucking live there don't mean that you experience the circumstances of people who really gotta do it.
No, I can agree to
You had
that.
both your
I can
parents.
agree to that because I lived in the
That's not
hood, but I never experienced
it
hood
is.
shit.
Oh, my fault.
I
My
never
apologies.
experienced.
I know you had a call.
I got the observant mindset, but if you really, if I really lived in the hood and did some hood shit, at the same time, I ain't gonna survive. I'm sorry, because I'm not about that hood shit life. I grew up in it, but I ain't about it.
Hold on, let me ask you.
Go ahead. They go back to the people saying they got hope though. When you saying
Hold on.
Go ahead.
If your partner decides to cheat on you, right? Hold on.
What?
I'm about to say this mic off.
If your partner decides, hold on. Your partner decides to cheat on you because y'all ain't been having sex, and he felt like, well, my reality is I'm not having sex, so I need to go out here and have sex.
That's his perception.
Would you feel like he didn't have a choice?
He got the choice.
He got the choice, but that's his.
He didn't have a choice.
But that's his perception. That's his way of thinking. So if he feel like he can't go a day without having sex, that's what he gonna think.
And he's gonna respond in kind.
He's gonna respond to it. So at the end, hold on. Let me cook real quick.
Hold on.
The slap niggas.
You gonna be okay with that?
My whole thing is, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me answer.
You gonna be okay with that?
Let me answer.
Babe, you wasn't giving me no pussy, so you feel what I'm saying? I felt like you didn't want to give me no pussy, so I felt like I had no choice but to go out here and get some pussy because you wasn't giving me no pussy.
So
gonna be okay with that?
So at the end of the day, if you really feel like your perception of thinking
My question is, are you going to understand?
Let me answer the question.
Go ahead.
Your way of thinking, you don't know what I could be going through to not let you give you no pussy. I could have been tired that day from taking care of the kids. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me cook real quick. I could have been tired from taking care of the kids. I could have been working. I could have been doing anything. In your mind, you just thinking about the pussy. You're not thinking about, damn, all right, cool. What's really going on because she ain't gave me no pussy? Let me find out. But your way of thinking is saying, well, let me go cheat instead of me not finding out what the fuck is going on.
That's because your way of thinking is selfish. All right, that's an entirely different conversation.
Hold on.
Your exact example is a terrible example.
It's a terrible example. That's why I fucking
It's
saying.
not.
Exactly.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring it home. It's not a
You
terrible
can bring that
example.
shit home to the man.
Hold on.
Let him
It's a horrible example.
Would you be okay with that?
Him cheating because he
Nobody would be okay with that.
Okay, nobody would be okay with my man cheating because I wouldn't give him no pussy.
So take that in the same concept of someone feeling like they need to go out here and sell dope and do whatever.
That's totally different thing.
What are you talking about?
You were trying to parallel. You're trying to parallel having sex to surviving.
Let me
That's not
finish.
the same.
Just bag getter, had to